Things are gonna get better now. But you're still a drunken slob.
Yes, things are going to get better now because it's your favorite show, Headbangers and Hooligans, and as always, yours truly, Scumalicious, face to face. You know, there's only about a week left in August, and Beans, they're the band of the month. You know, I'm going to try to talk about them as much as I can before August is over. A greatest hits album. Now, they don't have one. But if they did, these are the 20 songs that I think should be on there. Yeah, we're getting right after it today. So, number 20. Walk the Walk, off their self-titled album. And, you know, making this list last night, I was thinking, and I'm really not lying when I say this, their first 3 albums, it's like a total of 35, 36 songs. Every song on those albums could be on here. Not kidding. I mean, they're such great albums. And it just kind of blew my mind when I was thinking about that. You know, because there was a couple of their later releases that I talked about that I'm not a huge fan of. But wow, especially their first 3, they didn't fuck around. So Walk the Walk's got a nice little bass riff intro. First album that Scott Shiflett played on, and I know you remembered that from last week, because that's what you do. And then, of course, Trevor, and man, and I know I said this before too, Trevor Keith as a vocalist, you know, he brings it. He's got a pretty big voice. Here's the bridge that goes right before the chorus. Can I find a way? And then the backup vocals. Can I find another way? And then the chorus. So catchy. Okay? I see you talk the talk, but I don't see you walk the walk, and I still don't believe a thing you say. You say, I see you talk the talk, but I don't see you walk the walk. And of course, as I always say, you always want to listen to the original version, you know? I put emotion and feeling into it, but I ain't no fucking Trevor Keith. Not even close. Alright, number 19. The only song off of this album that made it, Laugh Now, Laugh Later. Now, that is an album that's kind of grown on me. First time I heard it, I was like, it's okay. And then after more listens, yeah, not bad. I like it. And then, of course, that 3 chords and a half truth came after that, and that was like, holy fuck, what happened to you guys? Anyway, alright. It's Not All About You. Really, really catchy guitar riff. I know, shocker, right? Face to face. You start in the middle and you're doing fine, but there's just too little to keep them satisfied. So you try a little harder to try and try. I said it's not all about you. You're so cynical and vain. Boy, I can think of a few people that fit that description. God, I am kind of cynical. Very cynical. And I am vain, because I do like to look at myself in the mirror. And I will. I'll just look in the mirror and I'll say, what's up, hottie? Huh? You're looking fucking good, Scumalicious. How come you're single? You should be having all kinds of women hanging on you. And I'll literally try to make out with myself through the mirror. Am I the only person that does that? You know, hey, Perry Grip said it, Nerve Herder. You gotta love yourself before you can really commit to loving anything else. Just saying. Alright. Song 18, What's in a Name, off the album Reactionary. I believe it's the 3rd track. Open-minded, educated, popular, and medicated now, and you still won't make it. Filled with silent indignation, blind with hopeless expectation now, and you still won't make it. Oh. Yeah, one thing about Trevor, and I didn't mention this before. When he does his little rhymes, and he throws words together, he's not afraid to use the big words. And I do like that. He'll surprise you from time to time. I mean, for the most part, Face to Face, they're just singing about getting through the day, But there's a few songs where you're like, nice words there, Trevor. Kind of surprised me with that one. I will have to get the dictionary out for that one. Alright, song 17, Protection. Off of Protection. 2016 album that just absolutely blew me away because I wasn't expecting it. There they were. My band, Face to Face, they were back. And they were kicking ass again. Alright. And it's got a really nice melodic guitar riff. It's simple, but it fits the song. As always, it fits the Face to Face song, and I know I've said this before. Yeah, it's not a bunch of lead guitar with, crazy ass solos, but they put in nice, neat little riffs that add to the song. Can't understand how we're better off this way. We know the truth, still we're trying not to say. What needs to be said in time, I thought I could leave behind. 3 reasons that make me hide. And then we get this really cool riff. It just fits perfect with the words. It's stripping away the disguise. Then we get the chorus, and we get the, whoa, can you save me from myself? It's you and no one else gives me protection. And then that neat little guitar fill that they had at the beginning of the song. It's such cool songwriting. It's the little things, It really is, especially when it comes to this band. Alright, number 16. Maybe Next Time, off of Ignorance is Bliss. Yes, that's the album that I mentioned and that I kind of hated when I first heard it. And I'm telling you, I went and listened to it again last night. It's definitely not bad. It's actually a pretty solid album. I mean, it's never going to be one of my favorites. I mean, that's a given. But wow, he's right, because Trevor Keith said, and I think I mentioned this before too, that they put a lot of time and money and effort into making this album. He's like, we wanted to make something a little different, but one that we're really proud of. And he's like, and of course he's like, everyone fucking hated it. I mean, and he's right. So Maybe Next Time, it's clean. It's a clean guitar riff, alright, throughout the entire song, but it is so good. And it's the perfect ending track on that album, because that album is the farthest thing from punk rock, and that's what they were shooting for. Did you hear that? Sounds like I'm losing my faith. Did you feel that? Feels like I'm so far away, but if I knew what I know now, this wouldn't be so wrong. Now I'm back to where I started from. And just his voice, I mean, yeah, you can call it a man crush. I don't give a shit. It's a man crush on Trevor Keith, aka Doug Gardner. This guy I went to high school with. He looks just like him. It's so weird because every time I see the video, it's like, hey, Doug, I didn't know you sang like that. Holy shit, dude, you bring it. But anyway, but especially on that song, his vocals are the thing. His vocals is the best thing about that song. And I cannot believe, and I know I mentioned this too, I cannot believe I left him off my 10 favorite punk singers. How in the fuck did I do that? Well, I forget a lot of shit. So anyway, number 15, we are back to the album Reactionary. Disappointed, lead track, made a video for it. I know you've tried your very best. And I'm so glad. Thank you so much. Disappointment is what you've made this. Expectations overrated. And just like the songs before, that riff, it fits perfectly with the lyrics. And the album Reactionary, it was a solid album, you know. Ignorance is Bliss. Remember, everyone hated it, so they went back and kind of tried to make an album like the earlier ones. And that's why I said it. The album feels kind of forced, but there's still some really good songs on it. Alright. Number 14, Prodigal. Off Ignorance is Bliss. How about that? 2 of the last 3 off that album. It has a really unique bass riff in it, okay? And this is the one song, okay? The first time that I listened to this album, Prodigal, when it came on and it was playing, yeah, rewind. That was the only song I did that too, but it really is an amazing song. He's never going back, refuses to be left behind. He doesn't understand how easily they made up their minds. You had it in your hands, so how is it so hard to find? You still don't understand the reason you've been so unkind, you know. And he does that quite a bit too. A lot of his songs are like self-reflection, you know. Like the self-titled one, the album cover is a picture of a guy looking in the mirror, you know. So I think a lot of that album, he's just kind of taking a step back and looking at himself. Just like I said before, like I do. Hey, if Trevor Keith is doing it, better bet your ass I'm going to do it too. Alright. Song 13. Say What You Want. Another song on Protection. They made a video for this too, about a month ago. A little surprised. I didn't think they were going to, make another video off that album. I'm glad they did, because this is a really good song. And if you're not a hardcore Face to Face fan, maybe you didn't hear this song. Wise up. You're not the only one who ever tried to make a difference. See the world through broken glass. Our reach that far exceeds the grasp, and we find ourselves at last full of questions we won't ask. Man. And that album, I'm smiling right now just thinking about it, because I know I'm beating a dead horse here, but that 3 chords and a half truth was so disappointing from a band that I loved so much. To come back with Protection, holy shit. They brought it. And you know what? Protection, just think about that. That's a pretty good song title for the kids, the young kids. Protection, if you're a 14, 15-year-old, and I know you're horny, walking around with a boner. Protection. Just trying to steer you out of having too many problems. High school's hard enough without getting a girl pregnant. Alright. And getting an STD. Song number 12, Handout, off the self-titled. And I was looking at this list of these 20 songs. First 3 albums. 13 songs in their 20 greatest hits. 13 of them. That's just because they're that fucking good, like I said before. That's why Protection is so important in their career. Because I guarantee a lot of people weren't thinking about Face to Face that much anymore. And they're like, oh, we're still around here, motherfuckers. Hey, Good Charlotte, this is the actual comeback album, okay? Hey, Simple Plan, out of the way, bitches. I don't think Trevor Keith would say anything like that, but I'm saying it for him. I got your back. Alright, Handout. Oh, God, I love this song. I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. So, Handout, the intro. It's a clean guitar, and that typical melodic face-to-face riff, and then man, the drums kick in and this cool riff. It's one of their heaviest songs. Okay, their self-titled album is their heaviest album, in my opinion. What's it gonna take to be done? When's it gonna be right or wrong? You know you're never wrong, no matter what it takes. I know you're not the one, but we all make mistakes. Help me out, nah. That main riff, it's so fucking awesome. I know I sound like a teenager. Awesome, man. You're so fucking cool. But you know when you got a brain like mine, kind of a simpleton, yeah, words like awesome and cool. It's the deepest words I can use. Alright, song 11. See If I Care. Off of Protection. See If I Care is my favorite song off the album. Okay? There's nothing left to do here but clean up this mess. And after every line, he plays this awesome guitar fill. And I know I say this all the time, but it is those little things like that that really make the song even better. It's a great song without him, but just putting the little shit in there, hey, now we're on a different level. You know, you younger bands, take notes. You could learn something from Face to Face. And quit your fucking crying all the time. It ain't that bad. Okay, so he says there's nothing left here, but wow. Relax, Scummy. There's nothing left to do here but clean up this mess. I let myself down for the last time. I've got nothing left for you. I've got nothing to spare. Whatever it is you want me to give, just take it and see if I care. Oh, yeah. I love that song. I know. You can tell. Song 10. We're already halfway through the greatest hits album from Face to Face. You know, when they listen to this, they'll be like, he's right. This guy almost knows our band better than we do. It's kind of scary. He's a fucking stalker. Make sure you block him on Twitter and Facebook. Alright. Song 10, A-OK, off of Big Choice. And I reviewed Big Choice, obviously. It's in my top 50 of all time. A-OK. The first time I heard that song. Rewind. I bet I listened to it 8 times. And I do that. You know, when I first get a CD. I was going to say cassette, but I haven't gotten a cassette forever. And I'm telling you, there's just certain albums, and I hear that song, it's like, oh, I got to hear it again. I know it's a brand new album, but I got to hear that song again. I love this song. It's got everything, okay? It's got the cool sounding bass, drums, and I love these lyrics, okay? And you know, and I mentioned this also, Face to Face, they don't cuss a lot in their songs. They don't need to. Okay? Would it be cool if they did? Yeah. But the way he delivers the lyrics, you know, Trevor does, you get the point. You think that I'm a miracle, try to pull me down. And, this part here. I don't know what you want from me, but it's probably already gone. And I don't care what you think of me. Your opinion means nothing at all. Bam. How can you not love that? Those words right there. You know, your opinion means nothing at all. And I'm telling you, the first time I heard that, and I was like 23, you know, I'd crank that. I'd be like, yeah, your opinion means nothing at all. And I'm unique. You know why? Because I said so. And I'm listening to Face to Face, and you people aren't listening to Face to Face because you're not cool enough. Yeah. Of course, you know, I look back on it and I was like, God, such a nerd. Alright. Song 9, I Won't Lie Down, self-titled. They made a video for it. You know, and this is the album that Trevor Keith wrote most of the songs. You know, Scott Shiflett came in on bass and Matt Riddle left. Wow. This dude, you know, comes up with these amazing lyrics, great songs, and then sing them the way he does. So underrated. Yes, the Man Crush is still on. I'm not afraid of the price I pay. I won't lie down as you walk away. And why did I just say that like that? I won't lie down as you walk away. Jeez, where did that come from? Fuck. Get it together. Anyway. Oh, and man, that cassette. Yes, I have it on cassette. I put it in the cassette deck the other day, and it didn't play. It kind of just stopped, and God, I can't even believe that I still have it. I can't even believe it played for like 5 seconds. Played the living shit out of that poor cassette. I was hard on it. Alright, song 8, It's Not Off. It's Not Over. Off of Big Choice. And he does the same line. He does it 3 times, and I'm telling you, it works. It's so effective. You think you're over with it, don't want to talk about it. I'll tell you things that you don't want to know. You know, dun dun ba da da. It's just a great rhythm guitar, and I think that's why he just does that 3 times, because it's that good. And then the chorus, I'll try and try. Try and try. Won't be denied. Won't be denied. I want my share. I want what is mine. And you know, the backup vocals do sound pretty good on that song. They don't use a ton of backup vocals, you know, the rest of the band. But when they do use the backup vocals, they're good at it, you know? Because, listen, we've heard some bands where other guys in the band sing the backup vocals, and it's pretty scary. It's not very pleasant on the ears. Pretty fucking rough. Number 7, Do You Care? And this is off Don't Turn Away. Oh, I love this song. I love all these songs. I love this band. I love their name. I love California. God, I do. I know. I got some fucking issues, don't I? They're gonna listen to this and go, this guy needs to get a life. Okay. Don't you want to make a difference? Do you wonder what would happen if you don't? Do you need just a little push? You're running out of time, and I don't see a change in you, and I don't think we're gonna make it. You know? You know, song about desperation. I've been there before too. And I guess that's why I do love this band so much, because I connect with them on so many of these songs. I mean, usually that's why most people do connect with a band, or listen to a band, they connect with them somehow. Of course, there's some people, oh, I love this song. Who is this again? Oh, you know, don't know a goddamn thing about the singer or anything behind it, because the song is just a big pile of shit, basically. You know you ain't getting no shitty music on Headbangers and Hooligans. The only show that's here for the punker, the mohawk, and the headbanger, the devil sign. Alright. No Authority. Song number 6 off Don't Turn Away. Love the drum and bass intro. Matt Riddle. Do 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 do. And it now, and I mentioned this before a little bit. The Don't Turn Away album, I don't love the production, but I'm okay with it. You know, like I said, don't do the remastering thing. I'm good with it. Leave it alone. Alright. There's nothing you can do about it. Then the guitar kicks in. There's somebody who knows everything that there is to know. Wouldn't you know something is going wrong? Wouldn't you know something is really wrong? No, no, no. You have no authority. Oh, it's so good. Man. Honestly, I think Trevor Keith, maybe he does. He should teach a class on songwriting, the basic principles of songwriting. You know? And this is what he's like, well, the first thing he would do is not listen to Good Charlotte. Okay. I know. I'm so fucking immature, I can't help it. Okay. Song 5, Ordinary. Off self-titled. You know, and I mentioned Handout being a heavy song. Ordinary, though. It really, to me, it is their heaviest song. You know, it jumps out of the speakers when you listen to it. Now you've made it up. It's all inside your mind. Now you're giving up. You don't know what's there if you don't try. And it's ordinary, ordinary. Look in the mirror. It's not enough. It makes you think that you're not one of us. And it's just this cool riff, you know, it's melodic. And then, you know, we get a nice palm mute after the chorus. A lot of power in this song. Yeah, it's like a Camaro. But the really good ones, unlike the one that I had that never fucking started. Alright, song 4, Late. And it's off Big Choice. And this song, they get after it right off the bat. And then it transitions into this perfect palm mute riff. I don't know where I belong. All I know is that I'm wrong. And I can't wait another day. Just make it all just go away. I don't want to be late. If you knew what I knew, you wouldn't be willing to wait. It's just, and you know, like I said, at the time I was like 23 years old, and I hear these words, and you know, I just connected with them. It's like, what am I going to do with the rest of my life? You know? Everybody's got their shit together. I don't. And that whole thing of, you know, feeling kind of lost, yeah. It's nice to know that Trevor Keith, he knows all about that shit. And you know, I didn't have Good Charlotte to grow up on, you know. This is the anthem to it. Oh, why do I do that? I'm sorry, I promise. That's it. I'm not going to mention them again. It's so childish. It really is. Song 3, Everything is Everything, Don't Turn Away. And this is a slow grower, right? And I liked it the first time I heard it. I really did. But the more and more I listen to Don't Turn Away, this is the track that that was the one I couldn't wait to hear. We got a lot of questions. We got a lot to learn. So tired of solving problems. I've seen the bridges burn. I know that life can be filled with these changes. I know there's times when it feels like I'm failing, but I know something in my life will change again. And then the backup vocals. Oh, again. Why, again. I'm telling you. You know, and I know, especially with punk rock bands, and I know it's not the same kind of punk that the Sex Pistols and Ramones played, and you know what, I don't fucking care, but to have somebody that, you know, can really bring it vocally and do the backup vocals right, you know, you just don't get that a lot in punk, and it's so good on that song. Song number 2. This might surprise the really hardcore face-to-face fans like me. I cannot talk today. What is wrong with me? I know what it is. I'm an asshole. It's that fucking simple. I am an asshole. Alright. You don't know a thing about me. Is there something that you should know? I can tell you what you want to hear. Just let your inhibitions just go. No, you don't know what you were given. They sing that twice. And then the rest of the chorus, you don't know what you want. It may take you years to find out. I mean, listen to those words. And I didn't finish what I was trying to say about the hardcore Face-to-Face fans. Probably most of them would have picked Disconnected as the best song that they ever recorded. And maybe they don't. That's just kind of the feeling I get. But when you hear those lyrics, you can understand how a younger person can relate to that, you know? I know, I'm still that way a little bit. You don't know what you want, it may take you years to find out. It always feels good for somebody else to say it. Thank you, Trevor. The Man Crush is still going. And my number one favorite song for me, and I think it's the number one song that they've ever recorded. Trevor Keith wrote it. Complicated. Yes. That self-titled album. It's just a fucking amazing album. You're never going to see what you like. You're never going to wake up and change your mind. You can't have what you wanted. And that part there, another little thing that he does, just this neat little riff, and it fits perfect with those words. You can't have what you wanted. And he says it about 3 times, then we get to the chorus. You'll never win if you don't bend. It's not so complicated. If you decide to change your mind, you'll find you're inundated. Remember when I was telling you he ain't afraid to use those big words? There you go. Oh, and it's a great song. I just love that song. That's why it's number one. But, you know, I'm just glad that I'm able to talk about this band. And I really do hope that this gains them some new fans. That's the whole reason for doing it. But there you go. There's their greatest hits. Get on YouTube. Check out all those songs. Check out all their albums. I guarantee you there's other songs that other people would have put on their 20 best songs. Definitely. You know. But this is my podcast, and that's what I say. Kind of in a weird mood today. Alright, there you go. You know how I do this. Take it easy, and if it's easy, take it twice. I'm out.